waxing gibbous.
Phases of the moon.
Full moon, waning gibbous. Last quarter, waning crescent.
Phases of the moon.
New moon, waxing crescent. First quarter, waxing gibbous.
Phases of the moon.
Full moon, waning gibbous. Last quarter, waning crescent. When the moon is in the same direction of the sun, it's called the new moon. New moon. When you don't see no light coming from the moon, it is a dark moon called the new moon. A crescent moon is in the next stage when the moon is lit a quarter of the way. Less than half but more than zero. This is called the crescent moon. Now a quarter moon's a half moon. You see a half moon's a quarter moon. Quarter moon's a half moon. They call a half moon a quarter moon because it made a quarter of its turn around the earth. You see half of the moon lit up, and I know what you're thinking, but it's a half moon called a quarter moon. Half moon's a quarter moon, quarter moon's a half moon.
Phases of the moon.
New moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous.
Phases of the moon.
Full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent.
Phases of the moon.
New moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous.
Phases of the moon.
Full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent. Now the gibbous moon is a little.
Students will understand and learn the phases of the moon and work in a collaborative manner. They will also have cultural awareness through this lesson plan. The focus will be on language arts, math, and science. This lesson will apply all of the technology standards. This lesson plan will apply all of the multiple intelligences. I will be using the smartboard with my students and also iPads for myself and for each individual student. We will be going through several of the apps that the iPad offers that are either free or just cost $1. We will also be watching videos on YouTube. We will be using butcher paper for some of our collaborative work. We will be using pencils, pens, and markers. First, we will talk about the moon and discuss what we think the moon is made up of. Next, we will talk about the phases of the moon and use a smartboard interactive page to learn about this. With our newly acquired information, we will be able to fill out our worksheets. Now we will be ready to learn a new song titled Faces of the Moon. My students will be provided with lyrics so that we may all sing together. My students will have an opportunity for hands-on learning. They will be using Oreo cookies to place them in the correct order of the lunar cycle. Students will learn how to compute their weight on the moon versus the Earth. Students will also be able to compute their classmates' weight on other planets using their iPads. To wrap up our lesson, we will be reading the book The Fox and the Moon, based on a Peruvian folktale. It's about the image the Peruvians think is on the moon. My lesson plan includes students interacting with a smartboard. I've learned that I can reach all of my students based on the multiple intelligences they possess. I've learned that I can apply different technologies according to Bloom's taxonomy. I am excited to throw all the old stuff out the window and embrace the new stuff. I'm excited to have all these new technology tools that I have learned with this class. I am also excited to be able to apply and implement all these brand new ideas that I have into my future classroom. I am also excited how technology is evolving every day. I am ready to embrace it.